Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Oh, this looks awful. But that's the whole purpose of this video. Today we are going to be trying out the hair Botox. It looks like this. There's like a little tub in there. Brazilian Botox expert. If you're interested in this, I'm going to leave a link in the description box. But this is, it comes in a bunch of different sizes. And this is what I got. So this is, 8.8 ounces. So there's not a lot in here. I'm hoping that there's going to be enough of this in here. We'll see what happens. So long story short, this is my natural hair. This is like, I took a shower, I let it air dry, there's no product in it, I didn't blow dry, I didn't do anything. My hair is not dyed, this is its natural color. Totally 100% in its natural state right now. It's awful, it is awful. I can put like different types of creams and stuff in it, but it still frizzes out. I don't usually use any heat on my hair, so even though it looks kind of like dry and like fried, it's not. I don't use heat in it. It's just this all the time. So I'm sick and tired of this. That's why I always have my hair in a ponytail. If you're always watching our vlogs or anything like that, it's always up in a ponytail. I don't do anything. If anything, I will braid it and then take it out, but even after I braid it, it still gets frizzy like this. It's just frizzy and then like wavy, more wavy than this. So I am not a fan of this. I just want it to be more manageable. I have 3 toddlers. My oldest is going to be 5 in a week. My middle is going to be 4 in December, and my youngest is 2.5. I don't have time to do anything but just throw it up in a ponytail and call it a day. So, we're gonna try it. We're gonna try this. So the very first step was to wash your hair and let it dry without any products or anything. So it's just your washed hair, totally dry, nothing in it. Good. Step 1. Step 2, dry the hair 100%. Section Number 3, section the hair into 6 parts and apply the product on all of the hair. Leave the product in for 30 to 40 minutes. Then step 4 is to rinse it partially. Leave enough product to straighten it with a flat iron. Blow dry the hair with a round brush. Section the hair into parts and flat iron in thin linear strands 10 to 15 times. And that's it. So, I don't know how well this works. It looks like it has good reviews on Amazon. We're going to try. I do want to say we're going to do all of this. I'm going to go through the whole process with all of you, and then I'll come back in a couple of days and update you, and then I'll keep updating you over time just to see, because obviously if I flat iron my hair, we're not going to have a good representation of what it's like the next time I wash it or the next time it air dries, because if I flat iron it, it could look potentially pretty nice, but then if I wash it again and it goes straight back to this, then the product really didn't do anything, right? So we won't be able to judge how decent the product is right as we're done using it. I mean, obviously I'll be able to feel my hair. I know it's gonna feel, if it's working, I know it's gonna feel different than when it normally straightened. Normally when it's straightened, it's still frizzy. Like, it's the same amount of frizz, it's just straight. So we'll see what happens when I flat iron it, and we'll go from there. So, okay, let's get started. Let's fix it. Okay, so I am not a professional at this at all. So I can't really section my hair into like 6 sections because I don't have clips or anything. So I'm just kind of gonna do it in like little sections here. So I put my hair half up, half down, and I'll just do it the best that I can to make sure that everything gets on there good. I thought it came with gloves, but I can't find them. And do I care? No, not really. All right, so I did have COVID, and I did lose my sense of smell. It's slowly starting to come back, so, but I can't smell this. So I can't tell you guys. From my understanding, it does not have a harsh smell or like chemically smell. It kind of smells like fruity or something like that. Yeah, I can't smell it at all. So I am really sorry if anybody out there is looking to know if it smells. Because I can't smell it. Okay. I'm just using the towel mostly to not protect my shirt so much, but to have a place for my hair to sit on so it doesn't touch my parents' furniture. We are staying at my parents' house right now. We just sold our house. So Danny and the 3 girls and I are at my parents' house while we are waiting for our new place to be ready. So, okay, here we go. Let's see. Okay, so it's very like, whenever I put it on my hair, it's really like sticking to my hair. So it doesn't necessarily feel like it's one of those things where you can be like a little goes a long way, and almost feels a little bit opposite than that. Like I can really smooth it down, but then it really starts to like dry and thicken up. So you can see it's just like, it's really, really thick. I don't know if there's like if you should start at the bottom and work your way up. Okay, so I don't know if I have like a cut or something on my neck right here. I think I have like a pimple or a bug bite right here, and it is burning that. Like I touched it to my skin and it is burning, so I'd definitely be using this towel to cover that up at least. All right, so we're at the point now where we have to wait 40 minutes. Madeline has now joined me. She's playing on her tablet for a second. Everly was in her room just being totally obnoxious. So she's trying to sleep, so I let Maddie come down. Alrighty, so we are to the point now where it's all in, and my hair's never looked like not frizzy, so this is kind of interesting. I mean, obviously it's just like stuck together because of the cream. I did not use all of it, actually. I tried really hard to get as much of it in my hair as I could, and I actually still have a good bit left over. Had I not tried to like get a ton of it in, I probably only would have used half of this tub. So now I know for next time I could probably get away with like 2 uses out of 1 tub, so that's good. So if you have about the same amount of hair as I do, 1 tub will at least be enough for you. So yeah, now we have to wait 40 minutes, and once we're done with that 40 minutes, we are going to wash it out, but still leave enough product in there, then blow dry it and flat iron it. So still gonna be quite a long process, but anyway, there it is. I didn't think it was too hard to put in. It's the blow drying and the flat ironing, like the back of my head, that's gonna be difficult. So let's get to waiting. So I'll be back in 40 minutes. Okay, so we have washed most of it out of my hair. It said to wash some of the product out of your hair, but like leave some remaining. And I was a little bit worried about being able to like feel if there was still some in there, but it's not as hard as you would think it is. So that was like the part that I was really worried about, was just knowing if I've left product in there or not and not being able to tell. So the next thing that I have to do is to blow dry, and you're supposed to use like a roller brush, and I don't have one of those. So what I am going to use, I'm just going to try my best, it's like a roller brush in a hair dryer. I don't know if it's going to work as well. I don't think it's going to be like that detrimental to the process, but we will see. I've used this on my hair before, so I will know if there's a difference between blow drying it right now and blow drying it just like any other time prior to using this. Then after we do that, we have to flat iron. So I have a Chi flat iron that I will be using, and then that is it. So let's go ahead and get started on all of that. It's gonna take a really long time. All right, so this is the finished results for blow drying it. It does feel softer, but also in places like where it's really thick, like I guess I didn't get a lot of the product out underneath here. It feels more, you know, greasy than anything. So it's just a matter of, does it feel softer right now because there's currently product in it, and once I wash the product out, it's not gonna feel like that anymore? Or is it actually making it feel better semi-permanently, you know? So this is where we're at. I don't necessarily think it's that much different than if I were to blow dry it normally, other than like the way it feels on my hands. It definitely feels not as like brittle or dry, but fluffiness, it's probably somewhat about the same. And then I got this weird, like, I don't know if you guys can tell on camera or not, it's like really frizzy right here. And that is an always thing, like that's normal. And I think it's because of the regrowth from my postpartum hair. I had 3 babies back to back to back, and I had extreme hair loss at the start of each pregnancy and after I had the baby for months. And I was just getting like all these bald patches along the side of my head and everything. And now it's starting to regrow. And that's kind of what I think, like this weird like waviness, and then like where it's really puffy and kind of frizzy with all the little baby hairs sticking out. I think that's why it looks like that. Not 100% sure, but anyway, we are going to go ahead and start straightening this. So I'm hoping it looks nice after that, and that it stays. That's going to be the thing. When I go to wash all of this out and it dries, is all of this work going to be worth it? So let's get to straightening. I am going to be using these gloves just because I know there's some product in my hair and it could cause some like steam or extra heat. So I usually don't use these. Oh, it feels awful. I never use these actually. So I don't think I need it on both sides, but just in case, I want to make sure that I can touch my hair, and if it gets really hot, that it'll be okay. Okay, so here it is after doing the 10 pass-throughs. I'm gonna go over it a little bit more just to smooth out some areas and just kind of go over it all a second time, especially in the back. I can feel it straight in the back for the most part. I have a really hard time seeing it and straightening the back of my hair. I think probably all of us just average, no makeup, no hair girls probably can't can't do the back of our hair super well, but I don't know how well you can see that. That's what it looks like right now. It's really interesting because the first time you pass through your hair with the straightener, it just kind of like sticks and it doesn't feel like doing anything. And after you go over it, you know, 4 or 5, and then about like, you know, 5 or 6 times or so, you can start to feel it really smoothing your hair and changing the texture of your hair. It's really, really weird, but there's just a point after you're passing through so many times, you can just feel the heat and the chemicals or whatever that's in it making that change to your hair. It's actually kind of neat. So, all right, we're gonna keep going through here and just touching up some things just in case, because you never know. I don't want to miss anything, you know? That would be tragic. Alrighty, look at that. Okay, so we're straight. Our hair is stick straight for the most part right now. It's not frizzy. My hair never, ever, ever straightens like this. So this is definitely different. The only time that it's really ever straightened like this is when I had a Brazilian blowout, which by the way did absolutely nothing to my hair. So it looked like this when I left the salon, but when I washed my hair about 3 days later, it just went straight back to that like poof that you saw at the beginning of this video. It literally did nothing. It just was a waste of time and a waste of money. It did nothing at all to my hair. And then I did get a Japanese straightening treatment, and that did make my hair stick straight for a really long time. Now for this, I do not expect my hair to like dry, stick straight. There's no way that this product is going to do that. I'd be really super, super, super surprised if it stays this straight or anywhere close to this after I wash it. But even if we could just dull down the frizz at all for when it air dries, so it's not that poofiness, that would be amazing. Like I said, this would be amazing if it stayed like this, but I know it's not going to. So I'll let you guys see this. So there's that on the other side. Like I said, I haven't done anything to my hair at all. So, like my hair's not colored, it's not dyed, it's not chemically relaxed or permed or anything like that. This is just my natural hair, nothing to it. So that's how the product is working for my hair. Turn around so you can see the back of it. So here's the back, what the back looks like. So hopefully that looks good because I can't see it. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and end the video here. I am going to go to bed because it's getting really, really late. And then I will be back after a couple of days when we've washed this out and let it air dry, and I'll let you guys see what the results are for that. This product did say that it can last, I think it said 3 or so months. Online I've seen people say they just like to do it monthly just in case, but we're gonna see what happens. So there it is. Let me know what you think so far, and I'll see you guys in my next update, which will be quick for you but long for me. So here we go. So it has been about 3.5 weeks or so, and this is what my hair is now drying like. It's still better than it was. Obviously it's not straight, but compared to what it was before, this is much easier to maintain. Now I think if I did it again, I'd probably get even better results because it's already just less frizzy and a little bit more straight. I did sleep on it last night, but it's air dried. There's no product in it. Okay. It is air dried. There's no product in it. So after about like 3.5, 4 weeks, this is kind of what I'm left with. Like I said, it's still easier to maintain, but now we are currently living in an RV full time. I don't know that it's really going to be worth the effort to try to do that in an RV. Maybe if we're staying with family or something in the future, I'll go ahead and do it again, or even in a hotel would be easier, but in an RV, the bathrooms are a little bit small. So, yeah. That's that. Overall, I think that the product worked really, really well. It wasn't super difficult or anything, and if it's something that you're able to keep up and maintain every month, every 4 or 5 weeks, probably something that would be really good for you. It takes a little bit of effort. I'll probably, if I ever do it again, I'd get a little bit better because it didn't seem like it worked like right here, and maybe that's just because I didn't flat iron it or straighten it enough with the heat. I don't really know. If I do it again, I'll let you guys know. But that's the update 4 weeks later, 3.5 weeks later. This is kind of what we're left with after air drying. So thank you so much for watching. If you've used this product, or if you're interested in using this product, or if this video helped you at all, leave us a comment down below. Don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. We are currently living full-time in our RV, so you can go ahead and follow along with our family if you would like to. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much. Say bye.
You can take me high. Feels like I can fly. You can take me high.